Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Spirit Inside, finding the Spirit Inside, finding our way from the outward bounds and back into the Spirit Inside. My name is Diann. I'm here with my brother Steve. Okay, Steve, go.
Well, hello there again, Diann. You know I'm gonna say the first thing first. When you as a child, you do as a child. That's the first thing. Then it kind of have to evolve. You have to see the evolution. You know what I mean? You kind of, when you start talking, you slow about dragging the words around. And as you get better, you be like me, wide open all the time, right?
Okay.
Yeah, anytime you practice something, you'll get further and further and further in it. Right?
Sure.
Well, then, because see, if you're out looking for something that's inside of you, you got to be taught back down off the ledge. All them things that's out there. And I got to kind of show you that they're false. You know, even though by showing you that they're false, they're going to be miserable to you. But you know, when you come to the inside, that misery will turn to joy. You know, it's only two sides. And it's to you that you're going to be missing something that you can't never get rid of. You got it all your life. Let's say, for instance, your car, where it's going. But if your mind is sitting there the whole time around the car, where can you go?
Nowhere.
It's outside of you. It's the thing, it's the inside where you gain. Every time you gain, it gets you higher and higher and higher. You know? And then if you've never been somewhere and you're trying to look for it, you'll never do it. You know why? Because all the things you got in your vision are the things that you already got in your vision. It may be a different color than the one you got, but it's the same thing. It ain't gonna change nothing. It's outside of your skin. And when people start using it, well, if you don't correct them, what they gonna keep doing?
Same thing.
Now, you trying to help them, it ain't gonna benefit you to have them not coming. But you know where it's at. You can see when they come from 1 to 2 to 3. But they don't, how they gonna know? But ain't nothing gonna work when it ain't in the right place. You do math, is it?
No.
The right one in the right place, it ain't gonna work. So you can't get it wrong. So when something is moving, that means it's on the right track or the wrong track.
Right track.
And if it stops, does that mean it's on the right track or the wrong track?
Wrong track.
Because things, I don't care what it is, it's constantly moving. That's why everything is in spiritual doctrine. Whatever it is, if you trim that little sharp end stick into a toothpick, forever, every time you trim that little stick in that, what it's gonna be?
Toothpick.
Okay, it ain't nothing to ever take that spot. And when you hear Barry White's voice, heavy, he the only one can light up that window. They can come close, or Michael Jackson. The only one can light up that window inside of your spirit is his. You gonna follow a stranger for Michael Jackson?
No.
Okay, so because you know it in there. But if you don't know it, you ain't gonna be able to see it in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is anybody's spirit you don't know inside of there, can you call on it?
No.
Okay, now, if I'm showing you my thing right here, perfectly wrote down to you, and you ever happen to need it, would you have any problem finding it?
Not if I found it. Not if I had it. No.
I showed it to you, and you need it. But if you didn't need it, is it because you know it, is that going to take anything away from your life?
No.
Okay. Okay, you get the picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like but like I was telling you about, you can always tell who will do something. It's the parable about in the 15th chapter of Luke about the man had the 2 sons. I'm gonna modernize it a little bit to make it a little more acceptable. Let's say that his 2 sons were a doctor and a lawyer, and the man helped him come in his farm one day, and his He went to the lawyer's son and said, son, my crop burned up. I need you to work in the field for me today. He said, man, I'm a lawyer. I ain't gonna go out there and work in no field. Here, take this money. Go hire you somebody. I ain't gonna do it. And then after the man left, you know, he repented. He felt sorry. Damn, that is my daddy. And he took off his suit and went to work in the field. Then daddy, he on his way, he went and seen the other son, who's the doctor. And say, son, my hip didn't show up. I need you to come work with me in the field today. He say, surely I'm gonna go. You my daddy. I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. But he didn't ever go. Now, which of those two did the will of the Father?
The lawyer.
Huh?
The lawyer.
Yeah, because he said no, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yep.
And the doctor, he didn't do it. Okay, so that's what I was telling you. When it confuses me, because now that's what the parables say in the book, right? And it also say, can't nobody come unless they're drunk. So when I say, Diann, when you put out something to somebody, the one that responds, what does that tell you? Can you do anything with the ones that didn't respond?
No.
Like, can you, I mean, think about it now. So, but from the inside of them, they could respond, what they would have done?
They would have did it.
They would have done it. Now, what they say, what does that matter?
Not much.
Okay, so the point being, so when you had this person, I say, damn, once they do it, that's your key. I say, I can't get you nobody to work in that, because people are different, everybody different. But all you got to do is just your key. You put out what you need, and the person who do what you ask them to do, you can show him anything. But the one that don't, what he telling you?
You know?
Because you got to go where you never been to get something you never had. And if I say, go over there and turn over that rock, now by you going and turn over the rock, you're going to see something under the rock. And the things in the rock is what make the second thing. But if you don't never turn it up, how are you going to see it? So every single person I met in my whole life, if I ask them to do something and they done it, then we still going the right way. And everyone that had not, they're still right there. Because I ain't no fool if they don't go, what are you supposed to do? Now, you know, we read that 14th chapter of St. Luke, where it says, you know, he's sending people out there. They come to the dinner, they're prepared to come on, and they don't come. What did he do at the end? Say, hey, you know, he sent out for the people who was ready for it, and they wouldn't take it. So he opened it up to anybody. Hey, come. The ones that come. But the one that can't come, that's because they already got it, right?
Yeah.
Well, they already got it. Is they gonna come?
Nope.
But the ones know he ain't got it, what he's up to do?
Okay.
There ain't but two sides, but you won't find two people out there that know that. But they know it once you show it to them. You know that, right?
Okay.
How you gonna not know it? If you don't know 2 + 2 = 4, and someone show you how to do addition, you think it's gonna slip past you some sort of way? Oh, I thought we were gonna show the circle thing. We got it.
I do.
Okay, well, we showed, you know, I'm be talking. I'm not talking star. I want to just talk, but I need to show you those graph things because I need to get them out. Can you put it up so I can discuss it as we go? Because we're gonna be too far away from the damn
Can you see it?
You know what we need to do? I can see it. But I'm trying to figure out how I can we need to, I tell you what, let's do. Do you have that video I had made of the old one?
Probably an email.
You don't have to put it up there today, but it's gonna be hard. I kind of need to show that, because it'll be a disadvantage to anybody who come up to it afterwards. But the people who own it, they'll know what it is. Pretty good job there. But okay, but I can't get it big enough to say that. But the people who this is for right now, they know all of that. There we go. It's getting bigger now. So, okay, so you got the arrow, you can go around it. Can you? Okay. All right, now, as I demonstrate with from the black to white, you'll be able to point it out. Black man, white man.
Pretty sure.
Okay, now we're going. Now what's going on here? I think it'd be better. It'd be better at. I think it would be a lot better. But I can always show the other thing last. No, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult because I can't. I'm trying to see how we can work this thing, because that graph tells a lot. But anyway, other words, the round table is that table in the middle. Did you put your finger on it? I mean, your finger on it?
I'm suggesting. Yeah.
Now, it's got 148,000, 144,000 character doctrine. Remember, this gospel truth of Christ, the different things. They're all around the world. We just, for the graph purposes, we just spin around in one dial. You know what I'm saying? In other words, in reality, from this side, we'll see the end of some, maybe some on the other side and all that stuff. But we just make it like a table. So all the people are gonna come sit around this round table. It's the table that the Abraham and all of them will be sitting to. Okay, now, instead of going to 144 characters, we're gonna go from the extreme, from the black man and the white man, the black woman and the white woman. You see the table inside and the chairs we're sitting around? All right, now between that space between the black man chair and the white man chair, that's the different colors in the races. You know, it's come from the closer and they get lighter and lighter all the way over to the white. It ain't gonna change. It don't matter. You can't come from that spot. Everybody, it's got to be from his character. All right, from the white man chair to the white woman chair down there, that's the sexualities. You know, now all the other houses, I don't know how they work, but that's the gay people and the ones that some is real close to the gender, and the others go to fading away to get right in the middle. The real gay one is right in the middle, and they're on both sides. And to get down to the white woman chair, to the black woman chair, that's the colors between the women. You know, the races. All right, and the other side is the gaze between the man and black woman. You see what I'm saying? Now, all of those has got to have equal shots to this table, which is in the center. As it goes around, the people bring the things out from the inside. You got to bring God's gifts from the inside. Now, the ones who the conservatives, they the devil and his demons. And the conservative period, are the devil and his demon. They cannot come back inside. They was the one that was kicked out, and they got y'all outside. In other words, the bulk of the people, you know, everyone you see out there praying, he praying to the idol outside of his body. God is the spirit on the inside. You only can worship God in the spirit. And the spirits are the things inside where the alphabet lies now. The one out in the world is outside of your skin. It is only everyone who worships God in the spirit, he has his own soul from inside of himself, and you see his addition and know where his voice is inside of you and out in the world. Because in order to have your spot recognized, how do you think you do that? By showing it out in the world. It ain't gonna come out there if it don't work, right?
Right.
You know, once it come out there, open up to the world. And see now when the conservatives like this is what they tell you now is that the conservatives set up the United States. But you know the math don't lie, right?
Right.
You're gonna take something from the first century of time and recreate the 19th century with it. It can't change. It can't do not one thing different, right?
Right.
So you're gonna take the number one and you're gonna go down to the 1900th century and set it up again.
No.
And the math don't lie, right?
Right.
So the conservatives, could they have set up the United States?
No.
Because nothing can change. And what they got come from number one. And it was set 1900 years later. So the math don't lie, right?
Right.
You know, it can't change. You can't make it out of lie. How can you argue with it?
Okay.
I had a brother, he argued with it, shit, I was down. He argued with 2 + 2 = 4 all day long. But anyway, getting back to this graph. So the white man, they claimed to be in charge that they brought him. They didn't bring him. Things come from different things of people. You can just look at the baseball thing, football, basketball, all that. It was on, then got black people. And now it's all the other people in between. Look at McDonald's. Used to be white people. They get you. We are all here passing through these things in the world. Everybody pass and they leave their mark. But the conservatives, they don't have no, they come along the whole time. They're praying to them the whole time. The world is being made over while they still praying back to the first time. And they set up places and say, well, God took this from them, but that's impossible. Because nothing can change, right?
Right.
Nothing can change. So if somebody took something from you back in the whole world of indigenous, it can't change, it can't transfer over. Well, it started 1900 years ago, 2100 years ago. It started over there. It's a new thing. The other thing, sealed, indigenous people. None of them can change since then. They ain't in this thing. They ain't in the cloud. They in the old world. Hold up. They in that center thing with Christ. They're not, how they gonna be out there? The people, the spirits got them out there. They got the spirits. That's the old world. It can't change. And so the devil and his crowd, they going back over there and they ruling over them people like kings. But that's not the way it's made. The way it's made, we all come together in the United States here to be around this table and send the good things back across the world. Not go over there and enslave the people like they was doing in Africa, the other white people were, the conservatives. But now they going over there and with the cameras and living like people, and everybody coming up because we sharing everything. Because everything had to be developed in the 12th grade. Ain't nobody smarter than the other. Every generation, the people plus up in the next generation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be careful when you was the people who come in this generation. They don't do what your generation done, do they?
Mm-hmm. No.
That's what y'all been doing. Doing what the generation done before y'all, and a lot of people be doing it from the beginning of time. Because the con men out there selling them that is good, but they ain't got nothing. Anytime you got something you can't use, it's just called the wrong thing, right?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be called nothing because you can't use it. Can you have the numbers and can't use them?
No.
So if you got them and can't use them, they call what?
You ain't had nothing.
That's right. So, and but if you had them, can someone make you not have them?
Nope.
Ain't nobody in there but you. And everything you get inside there, you can use at your discretion, right?
Yep.
But everything inside there is many times greater than you could possibly imagine. But there ain't no way you can look for it anyway, and that's the hardest thing people try to do. Once you come clear, everything is right in front of you. And that sounds crazy, but Diann, you know that I'm somewhere that you're not right. There ain't but two sides. I ain't never been out there. I mean, I never, you know, but I see, I grew up with people. I see what sent them this way, that way. They done like the other people do. You don't do nothing with nobody, one person. You know why? Let's say if it was me, you, and let's just say Paul. Okay, now right now, we in two different locations. I'm just talking. Now what I'm saying, in my window inside of you, you receiving the words I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not out there, you don't hear me yelling.
I said, uh-huh.
So you're receiving them on my spot inside of you. And any other something sound up, you know it ain't in that spot, right? Somebody else talking and they're not here, you know what, that ain't him. Automatically, right?
Yes.
Okay. And but the thing about it, can't nobody go in that area. That area won't never light up unless it's me. Because it's different from all the other areas. You have no idea what it is. It's everything, really. And the area is inside of you. But if I'm the counter and I'm here, and I know the distance between them, but you just got to chip at it a little bit at a time. Then once it open up, you can see it. But if you're looking for it, but it's got, use the math. If you taking steps down the road, it's going everything got a 12-step foundation to a doctor's doctor. It's there. I don't care who got it. But once you get that first one, they become pretty easy. But now this first one here it's got them all, so you know it ain't gonna be quite as it ain't gonna be quite as but you ain't finding this doctor. You find something from here to do, like a seed. The guy told you that some woman's gonna come and they were gonna show you all his stuff. That's his stuff here sitting around the table. And we'll get to it better when I can split the show the table. But I need to tell this part, because the white man has got most of the things on the book, and the black man been fighting to get it in there because the conservatives, they don't bring nothing, but they keep it from coming because they think that it's taking them out of the picture. No, it don't nothing like that. It's the 12th grade. They won't let the people pass through. They're running off the new gifts from the borders because they can circulate them around and send them into Egypt or Israel, somewhere in the most authoritarian country, and make them rich over there to keep the people poor. That ain't the way it's supposed to work. It's supposed to work like they're doing in a lot of countries in Africa. You go back over there and you take the wealth from over here over there and improve the people's lives over there, instead of trying to own all these properties. Now, how you gonna own something you're passing through? That's kind of crazy, ain't it? You passing through and you grabbing hold of something on. Now where you going?
Where?
You can't go nowhere. But you passing through. You see people like Bill Gates and them. You see them owning them, hoarding anything. They living their life from inside out, just going and this thing just following around because they're working off the inside. But you think they can come sit at the job with somebody and kick it?
Nope.
Two different sides of the coin. Anybody that's out in the world, you can't see nothing inside of your spirit if you're out in the world. Because they won't mix. It's inside. It's in there where you're reading and writing the alphabet, because all those things, those are the things you got in there. With any time you inside of there with them, can you be out in the world?
No.
Okay, now, point being, now, if you over here with me, that means you can't be out there in the world, right?
Okay.
Okay, now, but you also know nothing out there in the world can change, right?
Right.
And you know, there got to be something else because you only know that one side, right?
Right.
But if I knew the other side and just boom, show it to you right there, it's inside of you, would you be able to comprehend it?
Yeah.
Well, if whatever you see, the other side got, I say, a gazillion times more. And you know I know the numbers, right?
Mhm.
And you think that you can just see it and be able to comprehend
Oh, no.
it. When I tell you it's a
Well, I
gazillion
mean,
times,
I thought you meant that part of it. I didn't know you meant all of it.
no, well, no, well, but the thing is, my point being, I have to come over to the door and crack the door open. You got to take the first step. Now, when you go to the alphabet, you got any idea where it's going?
Not when you start.
You can't. Once you turn over the alphabet, then you can see the letters. So you can't see where that's going. So somebody got to show you. Just use A-E-I-O-U. You don't take possession of them. You see them and you just use them until you get it down pat, right?
Right.
And then you just, everything is the exact same way. But once you do one, I don't care what it is, if you want it inside of you, what you got to do to go get it?
Start.
You got to start from the very first step. And when you do, now once you do one, you can do about anything in 5 minutes. But that first one, because if you've been out there, the longer you've been out there, I'm surprised you here. It got a lot to do with the threats.
All right. So let's go ahead and stop right there. And I want to start. No, time. So, all right. Bye-bye.
Huh?
19. And it came to pass that when Jesus had finished these sayings, he departed from Galilee and came into the coasts of Judea beyond Jordan. And great multitudes followed him, and he healed them there. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh? Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. They say unto him, Why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement, and to put her away? He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffereth you to put away your wives. But from the beginning it was not so. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso marrieth her which is put away, doth commit adultery. His disciples say unto him, If the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry. But he said unto them, All men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given. For there are some eunuchs which were so born from their mother's womb, and there are some eunuchs which are made eunuchs of men, and there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it. Then there were brought unto him little children, that he should put his hands on them and pray, and the disciples rebuked them. But Jesus said, Suffer little children, and forbid them not to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. And he laid his hands on them, and departed thence. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. He saith unto him, Which? Jesus said, Thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man said unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Jesus said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. Then said Jesus unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, Who then can be saved? But Jesus beheld them, and said unto them, With men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all, and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Jesus said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
Okay, that is the end. And thank you, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.